Hello, my name is Michelle, and this is Full Bottle Worthy. Today we're going to be talking about two of my favorite notes for fall. They are licorice and anise, and typically in compositions they smell incredibly similar. I can't tell them apart. That is why I'm putting them together within this video. And I just can't wait to share with you my top 10 picks for these notes. First, we have Jeux de Peau by Serge Lutens. What really sets this fragrance apart is it has a wheat, immortelle, and milk note. It really smells like fresh baked bread. Licorice within this composition really is one of the players, but it isn't front stage and center. I find this has moderate projection and moderate longevity. I tend to get 5 to 6 hours with this. Again, this is Jeux de Peau by Serge Lutens. Next, we have Aimez by Caron. This has an anise note as well as mint up at the top. It is a lovely composition. It is a vintage composition. So if you're adverse to maybe a vintage scent, this might not be for you. I wear it year round and it tends to last 8 hours on my skin with a moderate projection. Again, this is Aimez by Caron. Next, we have Omnia Perfumes White Madera. This is one of my favorites. I love to wear this in the cold weather. It has the notes of anise, vanilla, and coconut. It is incredibly creamy, and I find it works well in cold weather. It lasts 10 hours on the skin, but it does stay a little bit closer. The projection is within an arm's length and it tends to last for about 10 hours. Again, this is White Madera by Omnia Perfumes. Next, we have La Petite Robe Noire by Guerlain. Now, this has an anise and licorice note in it, as well as a tea and cherry note. I have the EDP concentration here, and it is a lovely classic composition. I think it's well loved by those within the fragrance community, as well as those who just might have a signature scent. I tend to wear this in the fall and spring. It lasts 6 to 7 hours on my skin. Again, this is La Petite Robe Noire by Guerlain. Next, we have Black Perfecto by La Petite Robe Noire by Guerlain. And this has a licorice note in it, as well as a cherry note and a leather note. This is for a cold winter night. It is incredibly seductive, but classy at the same time. It is incredibly concentrated, so I'd be careful and mindful of your sprays with this. I find it lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin with a moderate to arm's length projection. Again, this is Black Perfecto. Next, we have Un Bois Vanille by Serge Lutens. This has a licorice note in it, as well as a honeycomb and a vanilla note and a coconut note. I find this to be a light wearing vanilla with licorice in the background with a little bit of honeycomb. I find this works in the warmer days of fall. It lasts about 6 hours on my skin with a moderate projection. Again, this is Serge Lutens, Un Bois Vanille. Next, we have Hypnotic Poison EDP by Dior. This is a gorgeous vanillic composition with licorice expertly blended in the background. I prefer this over the EDT. Now, I know most people prefer the EDT, but I love the complexity of this composition. You still have that Play-Doh-like vanilla, but you have the complexity of the licorice as well. I find this lasts on my skin 8 to 10 hours with a strong projection. Again, this is Hypnotic Poison by Dior, EDP. Next, we have a bargain buy. This is Diesel's Loverdose. And this is a vanilla composition with anise and licorice in it. I find it lasts 6 to 8 hours on my skin with a moderate to arm's length projection. This is sort of an airy composition. It doesn't have the body of Hypnotic Poison, but it does last on the skin. I love the price point of this, and I find that it's incredibly similar to Jo Malone's Vanilla and Anise. Again, this is Loverdose by Diesel. Last, we have La Sully by Stephanie Debris. I absolutely love this composition, and I find it works so well in the beginning of fall. It lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin with a moderate projection. It is incredibly sophisticated and ladylike. Again, this is La Sully by Stephanie Debris. Thank you for joining me today. I loved sharing my top 10 Liquorice and Anise fragrances with you. I'd love to hear down in the comments some fragrances with the notes of Liquorice and Anise that I did not mention. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to continue to see more content like this. Until next time, goodbye.